This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of Kincora Copper, Mr. Sam Spring. Sam, how are you today?
Very well, Gerardo. Great to link up.
We chatted briefly off air, and I was mentioning to you what a time to have copper and gold assets in a tier one jurisdiction, with copper touching a new record high gold price, looking to head much higher, partially because of the tariff announcement by the Trump administration. You, sir, just managed to pull off attracting the attention of two of the most influential natural resource investors in the space. And I'm speaking, of course, about Mr. Rick Rule and Jeff Phillips. You announced a strategic private placement, and you also announced that you would be doing a share consolidation to clean up the structure and put you in position to take advantage of what I think we both believe is going to be a historic copper and historic gold market. Congratulations on the deal. Can you explain the thinking behind it?
Yeah, no, thank you, Gerardo. It's great to have, I guess, such names as you touched on there, coming in and backing Kincora's strategy and financially supporting that. And really what this funding will enable us is to do more drilling. We support more asset level deals. We're seeing our management fees for being an operator with third-party funding increasing. And ultimately what we're in this game for is more discoveries. And backing the technical team, backing this business model just means that we can accelerate and have a better position to drive the value that we think is inherent within the portfolio and within the company, but we hadn't had the right balance sheet, didn't have the right shareholder registry, didn't have the right capital structure to really unlock that. And I think having this 12-month hold on the stock, having an accelerator for the warrant, doing this rollback is really just tightening up the capital structure so that we can see a significant re-rate as we've got these multiple catalysts ahead of us and get us to where we think a fair sort of market cap is based on a number of peers that are out there.
That 12-month hold to me is one of the most impressive aspects of the financing. That, along obviously with getting the attention of the likes of Rick Rule and Jeff Phillips, who don't easily part with their checkbooks. There were several other very influential names that I want to be respectful to that are also participating in the financing. But that 12-month hold to me shows a real commitment to the company. And that's got to feel satisfying, because you and I chatted last time about how the shareholder registry in the past had been a bit of a challenge and kind of kept a lid on the price. And I think everybody coming in and saying, well, right, not only write a check, we'll tie up those shares for 12 months. We're not in this for the 4 month and a day play that a lot of people do, has to feel satisfying.
Oh, it does. And for listeners who aren't sort of familiar, that we had a large shareholder that used positive news flow over the course of sort of the third quarter last year until mid-May this year as a liquidity event to exit. So having come off that period where I guess that overhang impacted the valuation of the company quite significantly, to have this structure in place with the names that are backing it is really satisfying. But the most important thing is providing the right runway for everyone to see the share price perform very well with the catalyst that we've got ahead of us.
No, exciting stuff. For those not familiar, because you're now going to attract brand new eyes to this story. For those not familiar, can you explain the asset base and the region and why that's so important?
Yeah, and the focus of the company is gold-rich copper porphyries. We have one Cobar-style deposit that this funding will enable us to drill, and we think that's a very attractive scenario, given it's a historical mining field. There's very good ore grade intervals that are there, and that deposit's within trucking distance to a mill that's seeking third-party ore. That Cobar Super Basin's attracting a fair bit of interest. Harmony's just putting in a $1.6 billion offer for MAC for the CSA mine. So I think that Cobar district will attract a fair bit of attention, and the drilling that we're looking to do at our Condobolin project, supported by this funding, is a pretty unique scenario. But coming back to these copper porphyries that we've got, in New South Wales, you've had 16 billion of M&A, you've had over $385 million worth of earning deals. from majors supporting exploration with juniors trying to find the next big discoveries. And there's been two big recent discoveries, two 10 million ounce gold equivalent discoveries within this region. So it's a focus of activity, and I think what we've got within this portfolio is 7 major asset groups. We've got a strategy and the ability now to fund all those assets. The deals we've done to date, 6 deals supported over $110 million worth of asset level partner funding. We've seen about 5.5 of that go in the ground to date, over 11,000 metres of drilling. We're expecting to see our flagship projects, our Trundle, Fairholme, Gemelong projects, that we retain 100% of, and these licences sit within existing mineral camps that all support over 20 million ounce gold equivalent resource inventory. They're the partnerships that we're looking to do next. So I guess, Gerardo, in summary, we've got third-party expenditure that's taking place at a number of projects. We've got management fees ramping up where we're an operator, and that's a non-dilutive form of income to us. But we've got further deal flow ahead of us for our flagship projects. And I guess that's a really nice tailwind with the balance sheet and the corporate structure that we now have in place with this financing.
No, listen, couldn't agree with you more. Congratulations. I think it's going to be a milestone moment for the company. I'm really excited to see that shareholder value really unlocked, and I encourage everybody to go and have a look at Kincora, because I think it's going to be a year of discovery, and then frankly several years of discoveries. And in this copper and gold environment, that's exciting to me. Sam, anything to add to that?
No, I think with exploration, it's all about getting the numbers in your favour, and the more good quality projects that we're drilling, the more shots on goal for that re-rate. And then I think addressing some of the deficiencies that the company's had has been achieved from this financing, and we've really got the right structure corporately and exploration-wise to really hit this hard and see those results come through to a much better share price and market cap.
Always a pleasure, Sam. Appreciate the time.
Thank you, Gerardo.
All right, chat soon. Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.